Hello everyone, in this video we'll go over how to hide and show panels in the ticket interface so you can adjust the workflow to match your company needs and customize how your ticket PDF looks. The first thing that you want to do is go to the tickets page and then under the action column click on the view ticket details on any ticket, just basically to open up the ticket user interface. Inside the tickets page, you'll find you different panels such as customer information, ship to address, AFEPO and jobs, customer coding, weather, and notes. These panels can be managed based on your workflow. You can choose what you show or hide depending on what your team actually needs when creating and reviewing a ticket, right? For example, if you need things like um, phone number or email address to displayed on your user interface as well as on the ticket PDF. You have to select the the panel to display it based on the you can manage it based on role, right? So for example, if you need everyone to see that label as well as the email and also to display it on the PDF. So you want to select them all on and then click save, right? That way, the phone number and the email will actually display it on both the user interface and on the PDF. Same thing for like ship to address, right? So if you click on the settings button right in front of the ship to address, you go to field roles, and then you can see all visible labels under that panel. So for example, if you don't need to see things like phone number, you might don't want to display the country on both the user interface or and the PDF. You all you want to do is click on deselect all and then save it, and that will remove the country from the actual user interface and again from the PDF, right? And it works the same way for the other panels. So let's say that you don't actually want to display the AFEPO on the ticket PDF. So what you want to do is go to the settings, and then go to field roles, and then if you want to hide the PO number from the actual PDF, deselect all, and then click save. And if you don't, also you don't need things like work order number and the rate group. You want to deselect those and then save it. So the entire panel will hide from the PDF, right? It works the same for job or customer coding. So if this information is not relevant for your workflow, you can just go to the settings, right? And you can deselect the entire panel, or you can manage it based on specific labels, right? So let's say that you might need to show the major and the minor here, and that those are the only two fields that you need to show under that panel. So you want to go to field roles, deselect the cost code, right? And you can also deselect things like LSD, the approver name. You might don't want to show that on the ticket, the ring, the lease, the well name, and the UE. You can deselect them all, and now the only thing that it shows is the major and the minor. The same applies to charge section. So we have the um, LEM charge data. So if, for example, let's say that you are a mining company that only creates tickets for minerals you sell, right? And that's the only item you're gonna bill for. So you don't need to see things like labor charges, right? Or equipment charges. So what you want to do is go to the settings here, right? And then deselect all, and then you'll save it so that labor it's gone, right? You don't actually see it on the PDF nor on your user interface. So let's see that equipment charges, same thing, right? Let's say that you don't actually sell equipment, so you just select it, save it. So it goes away for the field staff, so you don't actually um, add material charges or third-party charges, right? Or direct bills. You can manage those by just going into the settings and deselect them, or if you actually sell those things, you can select them and you'll be able to add labor charges or equipment charges. This will help you to keep the interface clear and easier to use. You can hide those panels and or um, leave the sections visible, right, for your field staff. Another great example for restrictions. Let's say that you don't want field staff to see item pricing totals or other financial information. So you can hide those panels by user role or field staff only see information that they need to complete the ticket. So for example, if you don't want them to see charges, right? So let's see that you don't want field users to see um, these totals, charge totals, right? So you can manage them by role, right? And let's say that you only want office staff to see that information. Then that charge summary total will disappear from the user interface. And same thing for, let's say, the material charges, right? You don't want you only want office staff to see um, the the total amounts here. Let's say total amounts here. You only want the office staff to see those, and as well as the rate, right? Let's say that you don't want financial information to display for the field user, only for the office staff. So whenever you add a material charge, right, you don't actually display the amounts here. You only display the quantity, you don't display the dollar values, right? This basically helps to keep the ticket page organized, reduces clutter, and gives each user the workflow that makes sense for their role. And again, these visibility settings also help customize your ticket PDF by controlling which sections appear on the final document. By managing panels this way, your company can create cleaner ticket experience and protect sensitive information and make sure that each team member only works with the sections that they are relevant to them. So thank you for watching. I hope this video help you manage your workflow better. Have a good day.